What
I
just
thought
happened?
that was going to go differently.
What just
because
happened?
She's only wearing a shirt, and it's not one of those like night shirts that go down. It's one of those like normal shirts that just like you could have had a MaXXXine show if you wanted one. Do you want one? I can get her back.
Get her back. I don't have many. I don't have.
I'm good.
How many quarters do I got to put in?
I know. First off, the lighting's not red enough.
Oh, we could change that, man. I got LED
Oh.
up in here. Don't worry.
Really?
Oh shit!
My
But you know
daughter
what?
did a steam little egg thing where she turns a wheel and a light bulb lights up, and we can change that to red if you want.
Ooh,
What?
nice. Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions podcast. As always, I'm your horrible host, Kenny, happy to bring you my favorite adaptation of the Nutcracker.
I'm Daniel, and I'm gonna be a fucking star.
I'm Ryan, and I'm here to tell you there is more than one way to bust a nut.
Maybe only one good one, though. Maybe two good ones.
Nut busted makes me feel good.
Nut busted makes me feel good. Ow! Ooh, ooh.
And of course,
Ooh, we're talking about MaXXXine.
Kickedinthenuts.com.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a website?
MaXXXine dogs.
I don't know.
I bet if you Bing it, you'll find not what you wanted, but what you needed.
I need someone to give me a sweet nut cracking synopsis. That's what
Well,
I
it
need.
is season 3, so I think we should change things up a little bit,
It's
and
the
I think
first
we have
episode
Daniel
of season
do it.
3, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I
we're
think
gonna
we
change it up. Have me do the
Daniel's
synopsis.
gonna do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
MaXXXine.
If you got the-
You guys remember MaXXXine? MaXXXine Minx from that one other movie?
Yeah, X.
Gotta
Ryan,
give
you
it to
remember
you.
her?
Oh yeah,
Well, now
she fought an alligator.
Yeah.
did she?
No, she didn't.
I didn't think
No.
she did.
That's one of the cut scenes where like they both put on boxing gloves.
I thought they were
and
on
they
the
go
same
at it.
team.
You'd think that.
She's in Hollywood now trying to make it as an actress, but still doing her porn thing. And she's getting stalked by someone. That's it.
Fair.
At what time of day is this person stalking her?
Oh, he might be a Night Stalker. The movie wants you to think it's a Night Stalker, but Daniel's too smart.
Does it really
Not
want
really.
you to think? No. Okay.
It's just kind of given like I guess how people. What's the mood? You're setting it during the Night Stalker stuff to provide a mood and an atmosphere.
I'm gonna say something, and you can argue. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, here we go. Because I'm gonna be.
You're wrong.
This is not a horror movie.
It's not.
This
I could say
This is a neo-noir crime movie.
Yeah, I was getting very noir, and I normally don't like noir. I think I've made that abundantly clear.
I don't know.
Unless it's Rock
Ryan.
Mars, I don't like it.
That's true. Ryan doesn't know how to talk about this movie
Hey, me too.
because there's nothing to unpack. There's like nothing to really. There's nothing here. We can say, oh, it's this homage. Oh, it's this Easter egg. But I can't really go, oh, this is what the symbolism is in this thing, because that's not.
Instead,
this is.
I wanna bring a callback to an earlier episode when we were doing Ty West's other stuff. I think it was on X where Kenny said, "Oh, I fucking love House of the Devil, man. That's my shit." And then in the House of the Devil podcast, he's like, "This movie, I hate it."
I never said I love House of the Devil. You son of a
You
bitch.
did. I just listened to it.
I like House of the Devil.
Now you're saying you do. What is going on?
It's my favorite Ty West movie.
Until
wouldn't
you
think-
watch it and then
until
talk
you watch
about
it and talk about it.
No, I never said I hated that one. I'll go back and listen to it.
I think we said this when we watched X, that the porn in the movie, that's the symbolism, that's the metaphor for just like the horror genre and Ty's feelings on how it's maligned in the industry. So we've already done that. And now in this movie, it's just being made more explicit, right? Where you've got the lady director who's like, we're going to make a B horror movie with an A message. There's no more any subtlety. There's no more subtext. It's just laid out right for you.
I think he's just approaching it in a different way. He's like, now I'm known for horror, but if I want to like make a movie that's not that, everyone's just going to look at me as a horror guy.
Well, first off, you're both wrong. It absolutely is horror.
Shit.
Okay, go ahead. How? What are the
You've got
horror
people
elements?
being stalked and graphically murdered?
No
No,
one's stalked.
no one is stalked, and
Nobody's stalked?
and no one is graphically murdered.
Well, there's a graphic murder, right?
Nobody's stalked or graphically
But
murdered.
that's the femme fatale killing a bad guy.
No, what?
I'm sorry. What
There's
happened to
like-
Leon
You know what happened to Leon and all those nice ladies?
Well,
and
we
all
don't
the
see,
ladies?
We don't actually see their murders.
We don't see
But we
Leon
see
get the back of his
Leon.
neck
Okay.
sliced open. We don't
So
see him
Leon's
get the
that's
shit
the one we
stabbed out of
do
him.
see.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
But this is just.
I don't
know.
think
No.
a graphic kill automatically makes it a horror movie.
No, but the way that they go about this isn't a fight scene. This is Leon being brutally fucking murdered. Like, is Seven a horror movie?
No
Yes.
Yes.
thriller.
What's
That's
the
a horror
What's the
movie.
difference?
I don't. It's whether my nipples are hard or not on the day. Okay, that's just.
It's just
what
when.
it is.
Do I want to be pretentious today? Then it's a thriller.
A thriller is a horror movie.
Is Alien a thriller or a horror movie?
Alien is a haunted house movie,
Which is what?
which would be horror. Okay, I'm back on board. A thriller is a type of horror movie. But this one isn't. This is just like, I don't know. This is like almost like a day in the life of.
Let's say it's
me.
it's a horror noir.
But it's not.
On horror.
It's not horror.
Horror.
It is. Well,
No, it's 100% horror.
you just said it's a thriller. And
No,
then,
I said it was a crime movie.
what, crime horror noir.
No, I don't see the horror in it.
I don't
A
either.
crime
I don't
movie
either,
doesn't
to
have
be
to be
honest.
horror, but it's all in the way it presents the violent acts and everything. Like, is Zodiac a horror film?
No,
I'd say less so than this, but
I would say
you can still
Zodiac
argue
is
that
closer to the genre of this that we're looking for.
right. But to some people, Zodiac would indeed be just horrific, just even the thought of the shit happening. For them, it's going to be pure horror. But I don't think that's what it's going for. This is still going for those horrific elements.
You say yes. I mean yes, but it's more shocking. I don't know.
Horror can't be shocking. Horror's
No.
never shocking.
I
It's a
know.
shocker.
It's weird, right? It's weird trying to make this distinction. It's just as I'm watching this,
It
I'm
is
going.
weird trying to say something
Hold on,
it's not.
guys,
Yes.
guys. There's a way to solve this.
This is just not
Is MaXXXine a
Like, it's not a
horror
slasher.
movie?
It's not a ghost movie. It's okay. It's not a supernatural one. It's not. There's no monster. So if the only thing that makes it a horror movie is the kills, but then would you say Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a horror? Of course you would.
All right, guys, you ready? Bing says genre crime horror.
Did they throw in neo noir?
No.
Fuck. Then it's what good is it? Come on.
Wikipedia says it's a slasher, but that ain't right.
That ain't right.
Yeah. No, it doesn't really qualify as a slasher,
A
but
crime horror, big crime, small horror.
What was the crime?
So
A man
there is
trying
no
to
crime.
enjoy a succulent Chinese meal.
dude just wants to help his daughter. Is that a crime?
That's why I wouldn't
Yes.
say.
I mean, helping your daughter is fine. Killing all those innocent actresses and streetwalkers, I would say that's a problem.
It's Hollywood.
I like how
baby.
no one agreed with me that was a problem.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Normally in something like this, what we would see like a seedy underbelly of something, right?
I'm looking at my
and if it was
underbelly.
crime, it would be like, what's really happening under the scenes at the police department or with the mafia, or we've done Hollywood films, or what's really happening behind the scenes in Hollywood.
I think that's the point of
But
the
that's
Night
not
Stalker
here.
stuff.
Yeah, but it's not focused on, it's not developed, and it's not here. It's just MaXXXine is going to get a part, and now a knock it out of the park performance by Kevin Bacon shows up and gets in her way.
That's every Bacon performance.
It's not every bacon. There's
But
bad
this
bacon.
is one of them.
Sometimes you can get stale bacon.
No. Impossible. Look, it's a classic seedy underbelly of Hollywood thing. The Night Stalker thing. Everyone knows the Night Stalker. Everyone knows all these.
Well, guys, are we using this phrase right? Seedy underbelly?
Sure.
What does seedy mean?
Grimy, nasty,
Yeah.
probably some sticky in there.
Just like when you lift up your belly.
I was going to say, like that last time that man like blew that seed all over your belly, it's kind of like that.
And it gets under it. And then you get pregnant.
Are you looking it up to make sure we're using that term correctly?
I just don't know why seedy.
I don't know why we would start doing that now.
Seedy, it's like so underground, like below the dirt, below the surface.
He's trying to look it up right now, Ryan, so he can make you an scapegoat.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Don't you be go
Boat.
scapegoating me.
Boat, goat.
Scapegoat?
But
Look,
the whole Night Stalker thing, like that's there as a nice little misdirection because we think like, ooh, we're gonna weave her story in with this, but then it turns out like
I'm sorry.
not.
Who thought the Night Stalker was ever going to come into play?
I was hoping because all of a sudden MaXXXine's going to be going through fighting historical figures.
I thought maybe it was gonna do a Hollywood.
That would have been awesome.
What was that? A Hollywood fairy tale or what was it? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought it was gonna do that where we get some alternate history stuff.
Oh, okay.
I thought that until Kevin Bacon showed up, and then I'm like, oh, it's her dad.
It's so this if you just came into this one cold, you didn't watch X,
You wouldn't know about the dad.
you don't know about, but we've seen X, so we know her connection to the mega church dude. And that's reinforced again at the beginning of this movie where you have like 12, maybe 11-year-old her dancing up on the stage. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Here's my chant that daddy taught me. So of course it's her dad who's tracked her down. There's no, I'm not dumb.
Are
Usually.
you sure?
No, this time I wasn't.
Sure? This time, and by this time, do you mean 1959?
This time is 1985?
No, that's not when the first video comes up of her dancing.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That's the only time I know when and where I am. in this
No,
whole
I think
movie.
I think it tells you when she gets to Hollywood what year it is. I think.
There's lots of signs showing
I don't
me
remember
Hollywood.
seeing it.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
saw
That's why
the
that sign is. They
sign.
digitally put that in there just for us.
Well, it was nice seeing my baby girl repeat my speeches, but then like he says MaXXXine with only one X, he gets her name wrong.
Does this give you any anxiety?
How do you say it? Do you say MaXXXine?
That's how I said it. MaXXXine.
MaXXXine?
Because here's what I ask. Because here you got 11, 12-year-old. You got your 11 or 12-year-old daughter.
11, 12-year-olds would give me anxiety.
She's happy. She's dancing. She loves her daddy. And then later, she goes into porn and ends up blowing off your head.
Why would that give me anxiety?
And I'm not asking you.
Oh,
It's not asking you. You're looking right at him.
you were looking
Oh.
at me.
I think I'm probably going to get taken out much slower, more meticulously.
I don't know.
and
I think
painfully
there's
than a
some Chris
shotgun
Rock
blast to the
joke
head.
about how do I keep my baby off the pole. I can't remember what it is, but it's pretty good.
I don't know. They get paid really well
Who?
in some areas.
Strippers?
Well,
I
not
got a
if they
note on here
brush their
somewhere.
teeth with peanut butter.
That's true. That's a choice, Ryan. That's a choice because it
It's a bold
tastes good.
choice. I mean, yeah.
Do strippers have really good knees or really bad knees? Or do they start out as good knees, but over their career they become bad knees? Because, like, they get some good bending going on. Like, just in the, like, we're not even focusing on strippers in the strip club. We're just going by and they're in the background doing whatever. And, like, them knees be bending and stuff. And I'm like, that hurts my knees looking at it. Like, I don't got good stripper knees?
They're using the pole for support, though, as they're doing it.
It's always good to have a support pole.
Yeah.
You know the pole spins, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm familiar.
Just checking.
You're acting like I've never,
Been
spun
on a stripper
You're
pole?
acting
Like
like
I've
I
never been on a
haven't
stripper
watched
pole. What are
the
you-
fucking the people who do the pole work for the Olympics or whatever. You're acting like
I'm sorry, there are people who do pole work for the Olympics. There are
I don't
Olympic
think it's
pole
Olympic,
dancers
but
now.
pole dancing is competitive. It's a thing.
I would ask, how do you score that? But then
I
how
don't
would you
fucking
also
know.
score
How do you score
break
anything?
dancing? How do you score like the dance?
Well,
How do you score
breakdancing, you
dance?
score it just by like your heart, like how's it make your heart
My
feel?
heart felt sad.
Clearly, we don't know because we don't know the moves. If we knew the moves,
we
we
don't
would know how
understand.
difficult it would be to execute those moves, and then we could award points based on how well they did it. But obviously, we don't do enough pole dancing to know. I'm sure it's
That's
hard.
gonna change now, fans.
You should get one.
We're-
Put it in your house.
Fans?
No,
Yeah.
the pole.
I delivered a stripper pole once to a house where I don't think it could have supported
See, at that point,
person's
it's no
weight.
longer a stripper pole. So we got to find a new word.
No, it's not a fireman pole because those don't spin.
But what if they did? They'd be having way more
Oh
fun
my
when they
God.
go down.
And every fireman's hunky. I don't care what they look like.
Not every
you become a
fireman is hunky.
You're hunky. Oh yeah, you're all. Hey, listen to me, firemen and women. You could be attractive too,
Fire person.
but mostly the firemen.
I've seen a lot of fire people.
Damn,
Firebenders.
just damn.
Have you ever
know,
have you ever like just gone into an acting audition and just like crushed it? Absolutely fucking crushed it. And then the last thing you got to do, show us your boobs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want to talk
I love
about
it,
the
and
movie?
I love,
Yeah.
I love how she just doesn't miss a beat. They're like, oh, okay, that's great. Can you show us your boobs? Like, yeah, okay. I was just gonna say though, is she the current like monologue queen of Hollywood? Because she gets a good one, what, in every movie of these?
Get her in.
And it's just like-
let's get her in a fucking Flanagan movie.
Yeah. Choose that scenery. You know, she owns that camera. She's a fucking star.
Y'all might as well fucking go home because I just fucking nailed it.
When they show us later at the the director's like, yeah, you know what you did after your thing there, like that's great. Like, and then it's just her going, yeah, you should hire for me for this part because I'm a fucking star. People gonna know my name, and I'm like thinking, people don't do that on a regular basis in Hollywood. Be like, hire me because I'm awesome.
No.
Well, no, they don't. But no, she's showing her tenacity, ruthlessness. She's showing like, look, I'm a fucking monster. I can make this work.
Yeah, I'm your monster.
She's a go-getter.
Now,
do you know how many heads she's crushed, Kenny?
Oh,
I think just one, but it was a hell of a
lot
one.
more than most people.
That's right.
That is more than most, yeah.
As she's walking out of there, I kind of, you know, we're doing a vibe set, you know, getting everything all vibed up. We're seeing Night Stalker's going to be there.
Vibe check.
No, we're not checking the vibe. We're setting the vibe up.
I don't think you would say a vibe set. You would say setting the vibe.
No, that's not what I said, though.
I know that's not what you said, but I didn't like what you said.
Well, then you're going to have to live with that because that's what I said.
Ah!
I came in on a vibe.
I'm feeling like, okay, is this going to be...
Vibe!
Is this...
Oh, that's it. I caught a vibe. I got a case of the vibes.
I got a bad case of the vibes, guys.
I got a case of the vibes.
I'm thinking, is this going to be a hybrid of like X and Pearl? Because, I mean, we got Pearl's journey of trying to become a star, and MaXXXine wanted to become a star as well, but now we're going to have MaXXXine actually try to push for her Hollywood stardom.
Right.
But, so now is it just modern day Pearl, but with MaXXXine's character? And it doesn't quite go there.
No, because Pearl has a dream.
Pearl didn't have it. MaXXXine has it.
But she doesn't have it, and Pearl is just a murderer. MaXXXine is not a murderer. She's a killer, but she's not a murderer.
Yet.
I
bet in the fourth movie, if he does make it, which apparently he keeps going back and forth on, she kills to stay on top.
And that's where I thought this one was going to go. But before watching it, that's what I thought the premise would be. She'd be here and she'd have to be like knocking off actresses so she could get the big role, right? Because she's that ruthless. But that's not what happens. She's just that talented and she gets the part, and outside forces are trying to fuck that up.
Well, when you got a good daddy, he knocks out the competition for you.
That's true, actually.
So once again, terrible human being, but a great father.
Well,
until
I don't.
Until he tried to do an exorcism
kill his own daughter. Actually,
he didn't knock out any competition.
He took out the one girl on Puritan 2
from the last movie who was only going to be in a flashback.
I think she was just having a cameo in the next one.
He doesn't watch these movies.
He has no idea. He just knows these people are around her.
Are you trying to be the best stripper in town? No? Well, shit, shouldn't have killed her. Are you trying to be the best prostitute? Well, shit, no, guess I shouldn't have killed her. Are you? Oh, you're going to be in the movie.
Just tell me what you want to be.
I will kill whoever you need me to kill, baby girl. And then I'm going to do this exorcism for you. We're going to put it on video. It's going to be great. People are going to love it. People love exorcisms. Love them.
This movie, I noticed the editing. Did we notice the editing in X or Pearl?
What do you mean?
This is a movie. This is a look what I can accomplish with editing, with style. I can have two things happening on the screens from different locations. I'll just split it down the middle.
It's hard to say because everything I've watched of him oozes confidence, like he knows exactly what he's doing, and I just felt that same confidence in this.
Yeah, it's like he knows what specific specific subgenre he's going for, what specific setting.
But I wonder if he's
emulating
pulling that in because it is a Hollywood set in Hollywood.
100%.
You know,
like the time and the place matters, and he shoots the movie to fit that.
Yeah, Ryan.
So like it still very much feels like a Ty West movie.
Why'd you come at me with that vibe?
But
I was just saying I was noticing the editing.
He's flexing his directorial dick at us all here,
and
basically saying like, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I don't want to see his dick.
Yes, you do.
I was fine seeing his. Well, how about just the
tip?
We do see
just the base, not the pillars.
Just the balls.
The pillows.
The pillows. How soft and vulnerable those pillows
vulnerable
are.
they are.
They are vulnerable.
Well, look.
I I gasped.
Fuck around, find out. You know?
I gasped maybe twice. That was the first one where I'm like, oh, you showed it to me. Wow. Yeah. And wow. Busted makes me feel good.
I gasped when I saw that one guy's hair. Breaking Bad man's hair.
Oh my god, it's so good. It was so good.
You're like,
Giancarlo
that's
Esposito.
That's a lot of hairspray to make that wig just not move.
Oh my god, and the outfit he's wearing, oh, it's so good. I got a note that just says D, capital letters and an exclamation mark.
D. Snyder.
Oh yeah, thank you. It's during that little opening thing, setting the vibe.
Testifying before Congress.
Yeah, and I love the font they were using. And Amber's getting plowed, and Amber needs to stay focused. And I wanted to watch Kolchak after we started talking about the Night Stalker, because, Kolchak's great.
I signed up for that Kickstarter to get Kolchak versus, like, the Universal Monsters.
Yeah, I'd
comic
read that.
books. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it is in 2 years.
Yeah, right? Ernest one should show up soon. The Dreamstone?
Yeah. Did you back that one, Daniel?
He didn't back things anymore.
That's fine. That one looks weird.
He doesn't back the
Looks
blue,
awesome
I'll tell you
weird.
that much.
Especially not in these movies. These detectives are useless.
No, they're great for a little bit.
The knockoff silk stocking detectives. Yeah.
They're so good. It should not be that hard to fuck me.
How often have I heard that?
I don't know. How often have you heard that?
I feel like more than you want.
I don't think she's come out and said that.
But you can tell it in the eyes.
I can feel it in the vibe.
She always follows it up with I'm going to go marry me a surgeon. And I said, or a sturgeon. Because could you imagine a fish husband? Like, especially a majestic fish like a sturgeon?
Like in...
That's a big fish.
That one movie. Where the husband was a fish.
Do you guys think the 80s would have been a really good time where you just like sit back there and have your massive just salad bowl filled with fucking cocaine?
Oh my god.
I mean, it wasn't a salad bowl, but I was trying to give a description of the size here. No, but that's a communal thing of...
I tell you what, we live in a society. You don't
how much
take
it costs,
that.
or how heavy it is. No, it's...
Well, how am I going to build a name for myself if they don't give me a chance? I might as well walk around wearing a big Scarlet X. So she can't make it in Hollywood because she did porn. She feels like they're not giving her a chance. I thought the Scarlet X was a fun term that I wonder if people actually use from the porn industry trying to break it into the... Nah, because,
probably.
Well done. But you know what? She did get that part. In Puritan 2, she got it. And now she's going to be a star. And that one chick, she's a star. Well, she didn't do porn. Well, she posed nude. And now she's in a fucking Muppet movie.
Now, when you say fucking Muppet movie, do you mean like she's in like a...
Meet the Feebles?
No.
A Peter Jackson?
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Fuck the Feebles?
Fuck the Feebles?
Oh, Mike, we should cover that, because that is a masterpiece of cinema.
I've never seen it.
That is a watershed moment, Daniel. You've never.
What does that mean, Daniel?
Watershed moment?
Yeah.
That means there's a leaky hose in your shed.
Might be like where the well is or something.
Outhouse.
It's an important event that changes the direction of history. Is that neat?
Like the invention of the watershed. Banging soundtrack again. Nice mohawk. It's like, you guys remember when hair was cool and America was great? Because that's what this movie's telling me.
I do.
I actually wasn't annoyed by the hair.
This is
a good mohawk,
everything
right?
great I remember about childhood right here.
And like I said, Giancarlo's hair was
okay,
fucking...
I take it back. His hair...
No, his whole look, he had this... He needs more roles like this. He needs to stop just being the big, I'm the bad man. Blah, blah, blah. He needs to be a fun guy like this.
He could be the subtle bad guy.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's doing his job, Ryan. He's a good guy. All right?
I mean, yeah.
Now, red lighting still bothers me. I don't like it. Like, I'm paying for a peep show to see some lady bits. I demand good lighting. Like, I want to see them bits. And then there's a guy in there.
Wait, he paid and watched his daughter.
Yes, Daniel.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I don't know how far the show goes. Yeah, you do. But it's important because I don't know. Yeah.
He's got that little grip strength, though. He'd be breaking the boards off of stuff. He'd be gripping chairs. It's like, I call this guy a grippy.
I call him fucking leather squeaky.
Leather squeaky. Ooh. I'm like, dude, you can't be breaking things. Like, this is a business. You're going to have to pay for rules. That. Yeah. But you know what? You know who's here? Halsey.
I'm sorry, Halsey?
Yes, Ryan. Halsey. Were you thinking that you could live without her?
Were you, Ryan?
Daniel?
Were you?
No, you can't ask me that same question, Daniel. That means you don't know either what the hell he's going on about.
She's a singer, Ryan.
Daniel knows Halsey, Ryan.
She's a singer.
Which one was Halsey?
She's the one that
Halsey.
sings. She's one of the
prostitute
prostitutes
who
that-
wants to walk with her because she doesn't want to walk alone outside the thing.
Okay, so she's a singer?
Yeah, good one.
What does she sang?
That's that song
Without
that
You.
Kenny sang.
Thank you.
With or without you.
Without me.
Yeah, that one. You know that one?
She's got a lot of songs. It's Halsey, dog. Go look up Halsey. Go look up Halsey, okay? Yeah, I'm not gonna explain to you, Halsey. Do you want me to explain to you the White Stripes?
Got
You
one
can't do
name.
it. You just gotta go.
That's
You gotta
weird.
go do it. All the best ones do.
Cher,
We said the best ones.
Madonna, Prince. Yeah, Prince.
Sometimes he had 0 names.
What was it before? What do you mean? What was?
It was just a symbol.
Oh, you're right.
Whoa!
I just
But
remembered.
how do you say that when you're talking about it?
You don't.
You don't talk
You
about
say
it.
the artist formerly known as Prince. No, you just say Creed.
No, that's the name of a band.
That's a band.
You know how many bands have one word in their name? A lot of them. You suck at all these games. Season 3, same old shit. My God. I don't think that game was broken. I think you just fucking suck at card games.
Thinking you could live without me.
Yeah.
Listeners, there's a card game where the mechanic is you can draw a card or you can steal a card from another player. Okay? Now, if it's your turn and you draw a card, that's what you do. Next player's turn. They decide to steal one of your cards. If this sequence of events continues, you don't actually get any new cards and can never play any more cards while everybody else fucking steamrolls you and you lose this card game to your 7-year-old daughter who just hits you in the face with her dick. Okay?
Sounds like someone's still a sore loser.
I'm okay losing.
It doesn't sound like it.
I'm
The
not
body
I'm not
language
mad
right
she
now.
won. I'm mad at this game that I didn't get to play it because the mechanic wouldn't let me play.
You don't see me coming on the podcast and complaining about deadlock matches I lost.
No, but did I hear it?
Oh yeah, because I'm playing right now.
Big time. Okay, look. So they split up after walking her home, and our girl MaXXXine goes down an alley. And like I look down to write a note, and I look up, so I don't see exactly how she enters this alley.
Through the
Does
mouth
she
of
enter
the
it from
alley.
Does she enter it from the other side? Because all of a sudden there's a guy down there pulling out a knife, threatening her, and she
That's
can't
the
get
side
out
she
because
came
there's a
from.
fence.
Yeah, that's the side she
Okay,
came from. That's how
that's
an
what I
alley
wanted to
works.
double check. Well, like I didn't know she walked in, like somehow like slid through that gate
You
or
think
something.
she
and then-
teleported? I don't understand.
well, I look down to write a note, and I look up, and
Why are
she's
you
in
looking
the alley
down?
being blocked.
Look at the movie. Watch the movie.
I had to write a note. Normally, in 1 second, you're not going to be like, wait a minute, why can she not get out of this alley now? Did she not just walk in through this fucking side of the alley? Like, who chained the gate real quick? I was like, that couldn't have happened. I was like, did she climb it and then couldn't climb back? Like, no. It's like, so I'm like, did she walk all the way down here and then be like, oh, there's a gate?
Much thought.
There's a lot
There's
of
such a-
there's a lot of
such a
possibilities
nothing-
you got to go through apparently.
I was like, that alley's not that long. Why did she turn down that alley and keep walking when you see a gate down there? And I'm like,
all these
and I'm like,
thoughts you're
okay.
having lasted longer than the sequence. I don't.
Well, right. So then I'm like, wait, I think she knew she was being followed, so she went down that alley on purpose because she was going to fucking get some.
No, I think she just got trapped on
No,
accident.
I think she was gonna look to get some. Teach
But like in
Buster
the-
a lesson. Fuck around,
Right.
find out.
Yeah, pretty much. He pulls a knife, and she's like, ha, you brought a knife to a gunfight. And he's like, I wasn't going to do nothing. yeah, I know you weren't. Take your clothes off.
Take your clothes off.
Yeah, now suck on it.
Oh, okay, that might have been when I went, oh wow, jaw drop number 2. Because he goes to town on that little pistol.
Oh, this is not his first time sucking on a gun.
Suck on it. You suck on it. You know, a gun.
yeah.
If they have a gun to you,
Yeah.
You know, and it's she's holding it at an angle next to her, kind of at her body,
next to
It's
her
like
cock. So then it's like
Next to, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the gasoline. What are those things called?
I don't know.
Gas pump?
The pump. Is that the handle part? Does that have a special name?
The pump handle.
Sure.
No, well, there's the handle, and there's the little bit that the gas comes out of.
Yeah. The
They-
shaft.
They use the
We'll
shaft
call
that
it
you
the
stick in your
shaft.
car.
So like in X, where it was the shaft going into the van, you know, because it's a symbol. This is a symbol of he's sucking her off. She doesn't.
Oh, why does she have to
doesn't
have
co-
some sort of symbol of a dick to be more powerful? She can't just be why doesn't she have a symbol of a vagina?
I didn't write this movie. You tell me.
What would that be? She's like, go crawl in that trash can. Now crawl out of it.
Why is it gotta be a trash?
Because she's in an alley.
It's a birth canal. It's all
That's
making
what
sense
I'm
to me now.
saying, Ryan.
But what was the trash can in this scenario? Was that the egg?
Because he needs something to crawl out of.
We've all
Why are
been
things
there.
crawling out of your vagina, Daniel?
Because I'm giving birth.
No, not to this asshole. Lay down.
Okay.
Now, did you think she was just going to walk away at this point?
No.
I wasn't sure what she was gonna do.
You didn't think she was going to do the worst possible thing?
That's not the worst parsable.
No, that's the worst possible. That's the worst possible
thing.
No, look at me. This is the best thing she could do. Because I was
No,
it's the best
shocked,
thing she could do. She could do
excited.
It's the worst possible outcome for him.
It is the worst possible outcome for him.
For him, but not for me. I was giddy.
Ryan's one of those people that'll pay you a good $15 to put on some stilettos and step on his balls.
But not as
my
hard
balls.
as she does. Not as
But
hard
I'll watch
as she
you do
does.
it to other
Too hard.
people's balls. That's fine. As long as
He lays down, face
amazing.
down. We get a nice camera shot of the family jewels, and she just stops.
Squish.
And then they're laying there. He's screaming. I'm
Stomping
screaming.
grapes.
I'm
Stomping
We're
giggling.
grapes.
lingering on it, and I'm like, does he survive this? I don't think so.
I mean, he survives, but he becomes a better man at this point, I think.
Now his costume can. I was gonna say his costume could be a mime now, but that doesn't make sense. Why would
How
he
does that
become a
work?
mime? I don't know.
Do mimes not have testicles, Daniel?
I don't know. That's
This
what
is
they
really
know.
going to
Ones
help his
don't.
choir voice, Daniel. Now he can join one of those groups because he can hit those notes.
If he survives to Game of Thrones, he's gonna identify
Yes.
with a character. You know.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
All those people in her army didn't have, did they? No.
I don't think we never did find out if they had
He
the
had a
pillar
gray
and the
worm.
rocks or not.
Maybe it's just the rocks that are gone, or maybe it's
That's
both.
probably that's you know what I don't know.
I don't know. That one dude still seemed interested in banging.
Yeah, you can be interested. You know.
You know.
I'm not. If someone stomps on my nuts like that again, they're never coming out of my pants ever again. They are staying hidden. I'm gonna keep them secret. I'm gonna keep them safe.
You're not gonna have any more.
No, they'll be there. They'll just be sad and flat.
And to be fair, she only stepped on one of them. You got
Wouldn't it
two.
have been funny if he
One's
had
a
done,
backup.
had done like a cartoon? Yow!
Wait, that was so high pitched. Did you just say a yeehaw? Or what did you?
Like a Tom and Jerry scream.
I think it'd be even funnier if he was just like gave out a noise like he kind of liked it, like
Ah.
oh, like once again.
Or
got
that
what I
would have been the
wanted.
moment to do the what is it the Wilhelm
The Wilhelm scream.
the Wilhelm scream. Ah!
That would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious. Every movie's got to have one.
Or a Godzilla scream. Or
Look,
But I'm okay
everyone's
with what
gotta
we
have
got.
one. We go hang out with Leon now, our platonic male friend, who's you only like me because I'm not trying to sleep with you. He owns a video store, or whatnot. We're just like we're passed out watching some horror movies. We get a knock on the screen or on the TV, not on the screen. If they knock, it's just
It's
like
a knock
the
on the
ring.
door.
She's
It's not
coming-
the Ring.
it's not
Yeah.
a knock on the
Uh,
TV.
Yeah. So we get a tape left there. It says for MaXXXine. They got the porno from X. Now, up to this point, I'm assuming they had released that movie.
But who would have released it?
MaXXXine would have.
She doesn't have it.
Apparently not. But she was the
I
last
think
one-
we talked about this in X, how like the cops are gonna go and find this stag film, and then what would be the repercussions after that?
She could have and should have grabbed it because I got to tell you, that's good publicity. I don't know why she was trying to hide this thing. It was all self-defense. The whole thing where she's being blackmailed by this whole thing, it was all self-defense.
Yeah, I don't know how this blackmail would have even worked. What are you're gonna show this? But I mean, it has everyone else who died in the in that movie, so you can say this movie was shot
You
there.
got
You
some
can put her there.
questions to answer.
You're gonna have to answer questions.
You answer them.
Why'd you run away?
Oh, what do you mean? Run
I
away?
was traumatized.
No. You just say, what do you mean? We were done shooting. I don't know these fucks. I got my money. I left.
But she stole the car to leave.
How do you know that?
You're saying the old
What
fucks
car?
gave her the truck to leave in?
I'm saying the cops don't have that truck.
There's no DNA.
Okay, well, how'd you leave?
A
got
car.
picked up.
This was what?
By
6
who?
years ago? I don't know. This was so long ago.
You hitchhiked? That's
No,
against
to
the
a cab.
law, I think. I don't know.
Going to jail. All I'm saying is the end of the movie proves the point that surviving one of these crazy situations propelled her to stardom. Like, that is your chance. You use that shit. It's not like... And then everyone in Hollywood already knew she was a porn star. Like, she was well known. She was established. So
but
it can't be to
I think she
hide
should
that.
probably go to jail for popping her dad's head.
No.
He's not a threat. They're yelling at her to put down the gun.
No.
What do you mean?
No, they are doing that.
What do you mean?
So, okay.
But no, she shouldn't go to jail. He had
okay.
it coming.
When you say the word should, are you saying,
I'm in the eyes of the law, not in the eyes of Daniel.
like, in the eyes of a juror who's going to be like, so this guy just killed 1, 2, 3 two people for film. He killed your friend in a wonderful VHS store. Number one, whatever you do to him after that.
That's his biggest crime. This VHS
that is
store
the biggest
was pristine
crime.
before this.
It had the Puritan.
It's gonna,
two copies
for
of
sure it was gonna have Puritan too when that came out.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. Poor Leon.
Okay, well, here's the thing, though. You don't want... If he stays alive, he can keep running his mouth about who you were, what your past was. If you blow off his head, you get to say what your past was.
Plus, I mean, he's the leader of a megachurch. She did the world a favor.
And save him.
You think she... Wait, how much... Do you think she's rich now?
Yeah, she's a Hollywood star.
No, that's
she's
not
not
the
a
reason.
Hollywood star. She's in Puritan 2.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be a
classic. You tell me you wouldn't watch
classic.
Puritan 2? And she sold the rights to the MaXXXine Mink story, which means we get to watch X again.
Maybe that's why we get to watch X, huh?
You didn't think of that, did you, Daniel?
I'm just saying, Daddy
Wait, was
is
that
loaded
part of
with
that
money.
actually happened? I don't remember.
No.
What? That they made X again?
No.
Oh, they did say that she sold the rights to the MaXXXine Mink story.
But did
That
she
was
actually do
something.
that? Because that seemed like it was in one of her few
I thought that was in the
projection dreams.
Yeah. I thought that was in the manifestation.
Yeah, but I just assumed that happened because everything else was happening for her.
Then that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, it happened.
I think she's rich now because Daddy was loaded with cash, and now that he's dead, it all goes to her.
No, those kind of people probably do something super shitty where the money ends up going with them in some way, shape, or form because it's all about them. Daddy sucks. Okay? Now, were you excited when Bacon showed up?
I didn't know Bacon was going to be here.
I didn't know that either.
I knew Bacon was here.
You know what?
I knew Bacon was here.
We should have known it because at the VHS store, when she's like, you tell me 5 people who got their start on horror movies, and they're all like, all right, Jamie Lee Curtis,
They didn't
John
say
Travolta.
Kevin Bacon.
They did not, and I screamed out Kevin Bacon after they did 4. I'm like, Kevin Bacon! And I'm like,
What
oh,
year
wait,
does this take place again?
85.
And what year was Friday?
80...
Because I kept trying to name off other ones, but then I was like,
Was
wait,
it
I think
80?
that was afterwards. Because I was like trying to do Johnny
81?
Depp, Jennifer Aniston.
Them's later.
Jennifer, oh, Jennifer Aniston. Is that Leprechaun?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Okay, well, as long as it is in the 80s.
Bet she
which I
doesn't
think
talk
it
about
is as
that.
Well,
Not
the
enough.
first Friday was 1980.
Nailed it.
There were no Fridays before 1980?
Nope,
No.
never happened.
6-day
Nope.
week?
The church didn't
Ice
allow
Cube
it.
wasn't born yet.
For 1980, he wasn't born before 1980.
Nope. Ice Cube. He was still ice water then. Yeah, dog. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. Well, you know what? We got Bacon. We got dudes still be gripping things hard. We got classic snuff films. Like those were the days, right? And then she's there getting ready to get her face plastic mold on. Like the chick's like, "Hey man, nice scar. How'd you get that scar?" And she's like, "It's a long story. I got shot, dog."
Not
Like,
that
oh,
long of a story, then, is it?
Well, we get some
It's
nice
about a
squelching
2-hour long
noises.
story.
Yeah. Now, would you just die if they put all this stuff on your face and you had to sit there for like 10 minutes trying to like breathe out of a little nostril hole that they give you?
I would need someone there talking to me.
Yeah. I think I'd just die.
Otherwise, I'd have a claustrophobic panic attack.
I think I read that Jim Carrey for The Grinch had to go through like special training to withstand torture for sitting while they put all that shit on him.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it was driving Colin Farrell fucking nuts in The Penguin.
Well, that was his choice. He did that to himself.
That's like, I never want to do that again.
You know who never had a problem with that?
Danny
I don't think.
DeVito.
Oh, I was going to say Robert Englund, because he never shuts up. He just kept talking and talking and talking.
My man. Well, I love that this is our biggest like callback to X we'll get in the whole movie is her sitting in the chair. She's fucking having flashbacks to the shit happening in X. The way the mold is even starting to like melt on her face and everything, it's starting to look like Pearl.
It's kind of yeah. It's
Yeah.
very
Which is
good.
kind of
It's
funny
good.
because I wonder if that whole thing is just a recreation of when they were doing the mold for her Pearl stuff.
Oh.
Because I'm like, damn, hearing about Howard, we got hands touching us, we fall down, we're freaking out. I'm like, I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I couldn't breathe. Like, lady runs in there, and like the fact that she didn't just immediately be like, god damn it, you suck, lady. I told you to hold still. How do you end up on your back? This shit ain't cheap.
How
Instead,
did
she actually
you,
goes over there and
MaXXXine, end up on your back?
it's a reflex. You know, it's a defense mechanism.
Turtle.
Well, turtles
look,
don't
whatever.
like winding up on their back, Ryan.
Oh, damn it.
They don't.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Look.
This season, I'm just fucking up all over the place.
All over. You suck, Ryan. Just
I like the first
you know
two
what?
seasons. I was pretty good the first 2 seasons. I was nailing
No.
every word,
No.
every articulation.
I think your mush
Ryan.
mouth is. I haven't noticed any mush mouth this episode.
Yet. Now, Ryan,
Buckle
much
in.
like MaXXXine here,
Yeah.
you're not leaving a good impression.
What does that mean? Are you talking about like all the
because you leave a face
latex
impression on the mold. That's how it works, right?
Well,
but it's also like the first time she's met this lady doing the mold,
Well, who
and
gives a
she's
shit
fucked
about
it up.
that lady? You know?
So
Who
like,
cares? She
it's
ain't
a
the
bad
director.
impression. Like, it's not a lasting impression because it's bad. She left a
gonna have
bad.
to
It's a joke. Right? You're gonna have to understand jokes.
It's a
this season,
joke,
Ryan, 'cause I don't
Ryan.
want to have to explain every joke to you again.
He doesn't want to have to do that.
Okay, I know you got your Giancarlo wig on right now.
Do you like it?
You just wait until I start selling those Horrorble Opinions hair growth vitamins, okay? You are going to be luscious. Luscious.
Could you get me some?
Dog, I can get it. You're going to have to pay, though.
Oh,
Now, did they say, okay, did I hear them say we found a couple homos in the duck pond?
no.
Good,
It
because
was
I'm like,
something
that's
a lot more
bold.
classy, like a couple of homos cruising by the duck pond. No, they're at the
Oh.
Judy Garland. They're at the Judy Garland cruising Judy Garland's grave, and the bodies were found in the duck pond. Something. There you go.
But they said the word homos.
It's the 80s. Of course they did.
Okay, I was just making
They
sure I
could
didn't
have been
add that
dropping
in
some
there.
hard
Like,
Fs. I was surprised that didn't happen.
I didn't hear any hard Fs, but I'm just like, that's a sentence though, like a couple of homos in the duck pond. Like, what does that mean? If they weren't being literal there, what does that mean?
They're frolicking
I
in the
mean-
duck pond.
What's wrong with like just like snorkeling down in the duck pond, chomping down
You know
in
what?
the duck pond?
Pretty girls, I hate to see it. Like, I do too. Like, ugh, hate seeing them pretty girls dead. Hate seeing them
I'm
dead.
surprised he didn't mention getting peanut butter on his penis.
Oh god, well, they're branded with a pentagram, tell you that much. And you see the detective, and you're like, you know what? This is where I'm like, there's a lot of that guys in this movie. Like, I know that guy.
How do you
What
know
do I
that
know
guy?
that guy
Bobby
from?
Cannavale.
Is that his name? Detective Torres. I know
Okay.
that guy.
How do you know this
good.
guy?
Because it's Bobby
Jesus Christ.
Cannavale.
Who the
He's
hell
an
is
Ant-Man.
that?
He's the new is he ex-wife's husband?
He's in a lot of things, guys.
He's a that guy.
Bobby Cannavale.
You've seen him, Ryan.
You've
I
seen
did in
Bobby
this movie.
Cannavale.
Have you seen him, Ryan?
I mean, I did not recognize him
Well, you're
as
stupid.
as that guy.
You're dumb. I'm sorry. We're not going to be mean to you. No, we are. You're dumb. You've seen him, Ryan. You've watched SpongeBob.
He's in SpongeBob?
Yeah, dog. He's in SpongeBob.
What does he do in SpongeBob?
Probably stuff. I don't
Okay.
know. I just randomly seen it where he was in SpongeBob.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Look,
I'm looking.
Moving on.
this is the '80s. There's no DNA, so we're not going to ever
That's
solve
right.
any of these
DNA doesn't
crimes.
exist.
Let's not worry about any of that. All right. Now let's go meet our director. She can be pretty frightening, especially when she's covered in gold paint and making like superhuman boys that are going to go fight the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Incoming head tilt from Daniel. Ready? I haven't
didn't
seen
watch,
that movie. Thanks for
Guardians 2?
fucking spoiling it.
You ain't seen Guardians 2.
I've seen Guardians too.
Well, she's in that one too.
How am
you
I supposed to
dumbass.
fucking
God,
know that's
this
her?
is season. I'm gonna fucking make fun of both of you for not knowing obvious things. God,
You know, and I'd put money down that Ryan hasn't seen it.
I've seen
probably
Guardians
hasn't.
1 and Guardians 2. I just don't remember a woman in gold in Guardians
that's
2.
it's a whole alien race. They're all
Man, it's a
gold.
whole alien race, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
Are they even aliens? Think about that.
Not on
They
their
are
own
all
planet.
aliens.
Well, she was in Tenet. I ain't actually watched.
I ain't watched Tenet either.
Well,
I watched
she
her
was
in this.
The Great Gatsby.
I ain't watched The Great
2013.
Gatsby either.
Well, she was in Valerian in the City of a Thousand
I ain't watched
Planets.
that either.
Do you
shouldn't.
know?
It sucks.
Do you know which female director she based her performance on?
The director
Ty West.
of
What? What did you say?
I said Ty West.
She based
She's
it on
not a
Ty
female
West?
director.
You said female
Yeah.
director, Ryan. You
I
tricked
know
us.
that was a misdirection because it's like,
No, that
we
was a
got
lie.
this lady director, so obviously she based her performance on like some other lady directors. No, she
You
I
tricked
believe
me.
I read she
I
based
wouldn't
it
have
off of
assumed
Ty.
that. You just outright lied to
Why
us.
you
That's not a
lied to us?
misdirection.
This is season 3. Nothing but lies coming out of me now.
It's all lies and hate. We're bringing hate back. Hate's gonna be cool again in season 3, and you're gonna hate it.
I don't feel good anymore. Yeah, one guy just
sorry,
good.
Daniel.
one guy just lying to us. How am I supposed to trust anything he says?
Don't worry, Daniel. I know your previous career. I love your work, BT Dubs.
Thank you.
Like, that's still
Is
a
that
compliment. It's not
creepy?
weird because no, it's not because that's what. Like, hey, I like your work. Like, you could say that to the fry cook at McDonald's. It doesn't matter. You like
And
your
I have.
work.
What if
You
he's like,
appreciate
"Oh, you saw it"?
it. It's fine.
I've told people, look, that person making the noodles in the back, you have them come over here. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They come over and I say, you know what? You're a fucking rock
Great
star.
fucking noodles. You're a star.
You're a fucking cook.
You can send me nudes anytime you want.
Anytime.
NOODS.
Swirling nudes,
Do it
twirling
in front
nudes,
of me. Fucking
helicopter nudes. Like
yeah.
Spider-Man
hit me in the
nudes.
face
Pew,
with your
pew,
nudes.
pew.
Yeah, pew pew all over my face, Spider-Man.
I kind of want some noodles, guys.
Hell yeah, you do.
If someone leaves you a note that says call for a good time, why would you ever not call that? You want to have a good time.
I want to have a good time.
I don't want to talk on the phone.
Shoot, page them. It's a beeper number.
Daniel, it's the 80s. That's the only way you can talk to them.
Well, then I'm not going to talk to them.
Yes, you are.
I'm not gonna.
Because they're too shy. Shy.
I will write them a letter.
Hush. Oh my god.
This is where Bacon,
You know,
Bacon
old
shows
school
up to-
texting.
old school, gross. Bacon shows up to basically tell her why she's being blackmailed, and this is where I'm just like, why would she go to jail for that bullshit? That's not on her. And he's like, yeah, I didn't really recognize you. You're taller in real life. I mean, I've only ever seen you lying on your back, and I'm like, what a dick. And he's smoking inside. I'm
But
like,
the
yeah, those
scene-
were the days.
On the tape, she's not on her back.
Yeah,
Think about that.
That's right.
But
Think about the guy's on
the
his
rest
back.
of her career, the movies that actually are being shown, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe she is.
Well, he's like, the past will always come back knocking, and I'm like, not if you stop bringing it up, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
this is your fault.
Not
did
if you
this.
change your address and don't put down a forwarding, okay?
Right. And then I'm like, you should have released that movie. And then someone they pull out a newspaper clipping that says the Texas Porn Star Massacre. That is a great name.
I alternate a title for X. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure. That's great. I
you
like
just,
that.
You just take one of those words out and
One
it
of-
becomes like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, one of us gets to fucking make shit up. I can make shit up too.
Yeah. And if you take out all the letters but one, you get the name of the first movie.
And if you take out all the letters,
X.
there's no letters.
Oh, then it's confusing. But you know what?
What?
She's already a star in my opinion. Everyone knows her name. But now we find out all our girlfrients that we've been meeting.
Not
throughout the
everyone
movie,
knows her name. Someone calls her Nadine, even
That's
though her
true,
name's
but-
on her fucking jacket.
She's a star. That lady got for real. Okay, she deserved it. Now, her lady friends, they all be disappearing. That ain't good. You don't want that. They're gone.
You don't want that, Ryan. You gonna disagree? You gonna disagree and say you want that?
Well,
Yeah, you want that, Ryan?
I
You
don't.
want that? You're damn right you don't
you
want
don't
that.
want that.
You know what?
No, because then they
We
could
gotta
jump
go
out
check- we
from
gotta go check
behind the
on
couch
Leon.
or something and get
Yeah,
me.
you don't know where they went.
Because I thought
You don't know
they
where they went.
disappeared, but really they're hiding. There's a difference.
Yeah, they were in the duck pond frolicking without me.
Rolling
Oh,
around.
buddy.
Leon playing with his big ass knife, like that's a Rambo ass knife. Gonna leave him to tape because I need you to do some research, Leon. You own a tape store, you know about tapes. Find out who's buying these odd ass tapes, okay? And making them.
Okay.
Now, the director's gonna be telling us, producers, they don't want you in this movie, dog, but I want you, all right? It's like, are you ruthless, Maxine? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty ruthless. I don't even have eyebrows, okay?
Is that true?
And then it's true. I don't see him this whole movie. And then she's over there describing like the perfect person she needs for this movie, and it's literally Maxine. Like if Maxine was built for any fucking role out there, it's the role that this director is describing. And then I'm staring at Maxine. I'm like, those are some big ass earrings. And then all of a sudden I look up, we're at the Bates Motel, and I'm like, ooh, that's great. And then I'm like, horror is art, dog. Okay, horror is art. And then Bacon's there, and he blocks her, and she goes back there to Bacon's car, and she kicks the shit out of him. And then breaks his
Saint
mirror, which
Elmo's
is rude.
fire.
And he's over there bleeding, and he's like, "Oh, this is personal."
Well, she took the keys. She did the key thing where you put them in between
And she
your
punched
knuckles.
him in the face.
repeatedly.
She
shit
schnicked
out of
him.
him.
As the music's going, soldier on. I'm just like, this is so good. You got
It's
me.
great, right?
You get me with the music every time.
And then we jump back to fucking her entertainment lawyer. Can I tell you something? Like, you're my lawyer, right? He's like, entertainment lawyer. But I can tell you in confidence. And I guess she just spends 2 hours rehashing X to him. And it's like, why didn't you come tell me this earlier? And I'm like, well, a second ago, you made it seem like I couldn't tell you that much anyway because you're my entertainment lawyer. But now you're like, all right, look, I'm going to take care of this, baby girl. I'm like, is he? How's he going
Yeah.
to take care of this? Like, he fucking is. Okay? Damn. That hair is so good. He's that little workout sweatsuit thing he's wearing. Fucking
Who works
great.
out in sweats?
You want to get that sweat on, Daniel. You got to get that body water out of you. Water is bad for your body. Get it out of you. Okay? Capiche?
Got no use for it.
Yeah. Now let's get some more Coke.
Okay.
Let's go sit in our bed. Let's read our script. Let's have our shitty art above our head on the wall.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now she's over there highlighting all of her parts. They need to just
This
print those things out with the
noise
highlighted parts for the
from
person.
the little highlighter going Worst thing in the world.
No, getting your balls stomped on in the alley.
No, this noise is worse.
No, I'll plus it. The worst thing in the world is finding out what kind of ASMR videos your daughter likes.
Mine likes a lot that are really creepy.
I didn't even realize this was a possibility.
You didn't even know that could be on your bingo card, did you?
I did not.
Yeah.
I find out all the time. My kids will walk away from their computer and let the videos just keep playing, and I gotta walk over.
What is everybody's kid into?
Just noises, man. They like it.
Just noises.
Yeah. And now the problem is, I like it too, but mine are classy. Okay, mine are acceptable.
Ryan's is someone whispering in his ear. Today's gonna be a good day. They're not.
You're gonna do great, buddy.
Make
you
fun
have
of
a full.
And they're doing that thing with their
hair.
nails where they're like
You're
massaging
the
microphone.
You're big, tall, tan,
tall with big dick
That's
energy
lots
because
of
you've got a
positive
big dick.
affirmations.
baby.
You don't just have the energy; you've got the dick.
Okay, hers.
You move to a country so you could feel like a bigger man.
It's
in
some
every aspect.
loony with cat ears and a tail who's got their long ass fingernails in goop. Okay.
Yeah.
But then they're like putting beeds in it and plastic shit, and they're smoothing
Why do you want
around.
to see this person? What part is that?
Slime
play?
videos is great.
Yeah, ASMR is a.
I don't need to see you.
Well, sometimes you want to.
We could probably do a super cut of our episodes and probably just have a mouth noises ASMR thing going on because we've got those down pretty good.
Hey, I
fellas.
haven't eaten anything this episode because I don't have anything to eat.
Oh, you live in the old days with your roommate again.
There's no snacks. She be feeding me left, right. It's great.
Oh, she's a feeder.
She's a little bit of a feeder.
A little bit
and
of
I
a
love
feeder.
it. But just
All right,
no
look.
snacks.
We're gonna go check on Leon. Now, Leon, look, I don't do that anymore. Now, what does Leon not do anymore? Does he sell snuff films?
Yeah, selling himself.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Leon can get it, big strong man like that. Well, now I'm just like, okay, we're focusing too much on Leon here by himself. Like, they better not hurt my boy here.
Well,
this is my boy.
When prostitute or when the John leaves, you see a shadow in the back.
I do.
In the background, yes. And then he's staring out the door too long. He turns on that red light, which I hate. And then he gets this gross neck slash on the back of the neck. All the meat comes out.
Who does
I'm like,
that?
oh, no. But I'm like, it's so cool, though. And I'm like, wait, you're killing Leon with his own knife? Oh, man. And he's like he slashes his eye. And then he's like stabbing him. And I'm like, oh, man, don't do that. I don't think he's going to survive that.
And he didn't.
And then MaXXXine goes outside. And I'm like, the gang's all here. And then like there's some sick Judas Priest playing.
Now,
and then Leon comes out.
Would you class this detective move as dickish?
Dick?
In some cultures, would this be referred to as a dick move?
In bird culture,
What's
this
the
is
move?
what is known as a dick move.
What's the move?
The move is to
pulling
see
back
that you're
the
interested
tarp.
in this. Yeah, pull back the tarp to show the face of the dead person to everyone around just to get a reaction out of you. Because I wanted your help before.
Yeah, we could have killed your daddy days ago. Saved Leon. Best person in this town.
Leon!
S. Kennedy. Dead.
Shit.
Yeah. You know what, though? Judas Priest's going to make it all right, and so's this can of new Coke. It's not like that old Coke that's all powdery and dry. We've got this new Coke. It's
She
gonna
takes
fix
the
everything.
Coke, but she doesn't open it, and she doesn't drink it, and she just puts it down later.
Well,
She
what does
doesn't
that mean,
accept
Ryan?
the new
Thirsty
Coke.
right there.
What does that symbolize?
It's a rejection of your offering.
Oh.
Hey, though, we found all your dead friends.
Oh, good. They're all together?
Yeah. All right, but I gotta go. Sorry, director. I'm late. All my friends. I don't want to hear why you're late. No. All my friends come. I don't want to hear it. You're disappointing. Okay.
Well, you can't
Now
be
let's go
late. To a
You
film.
can't be late.
Everyone waiting on you.
Tell that to all those people I hear about that are late all the time to their films. I can't remember
The
any.
Rock?
And obviously I'm never there, so I don't know if that's really happened. Was he late or was Vin Diesel late?
Well, no, I wasn't talking about that. Apparently, it was a problem with a different film. But then,
I don't know, man.
everyone's like, "No, he wasn't. We scheduled that in. We planned for it."
Well, I want you guys to know, after we've all got blood on our hands now,
Yeah.
that Maxine gets told by that other chick a thing I hear all the time, and it's like, you've got a memorable face and a great bod. Like, you're gonna make it, Nadine.
Now, when
I'm
you
like,
hear
hell
these
yeah.
things, where are you?
He's at work.
I'm next to them.
He's at
when they're
work.
talking to me.
He's at work.
Is that work?
Walking away after delivering. You know the way Kenny walks with he's swaying his hips and he's like,
I do.
Hey,
I've seen it in a movie theater before, and it's
"Thank you for
and
the
I'm-
package, Mr.
Made me
Man.
jump to a-
You've
made
got
me
a
make a
memorable
presumption."
face and a great bod."
It's a uniform, does it? That's what gets them.
He's
Oh.
all hips and nips.
Hips and nips, baby. Got to keep it sexy. Now, you know what?
What?
We're gonna get out. We're gonna walk around this studio lot. We're gonna run into Bacon. He's gonna be like, I got my gun out now. We're on like an Old West set.
Hell yeah, it's high noon, bitches.
And then she's just like, chase me. And then we go running, and we're going through buildings, and then there's pinatas, and then we're in like a nice big fake
My
town.
initial
and then we
thought
find
is, ain't no way he can catch her.
Dude, she is booking it. There's a nice creepy house on the hill.
Also,
He chases her all the way up there. He's out of breath.
if he does catch her, what then?
You're gonna kill her.
Gonna shoot her. Gonna kill her.
No,
It's personal now, Ryan.
It's personal now.
No. He still needs her for daddy.
No, it's personal now, Ryan.
Well, then why not just shoot her here?
He's on a very good shot.
He'd
It's
probably
a very
miss.
short,
Yeah, he'd probably miss.
small gun.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, was that house important?
That's the Bates Motel house.
That's
Bates
the
house.
No, that's the Norman.
That was
yeah,
the Bates. Yeah.
That's the Psycho house. Is it
Or
important?
was it really?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Think it's a real one? You think it's
Yeah.
still up there?
100%.
All right, I'm just asking. God, you don't have to be like, hey, man, 100%. You know,
100%.
Definitely.
I'd bet money on it. Daniel, how much
Well,
money you got?
I was hoping one of those pinatas
Daniel
would've
bets a
gotten busted,
quarter
but they didn't.
that it's
I
still
don't
there.
have any quarters. I do have like
But you know what?
$31 bills in my wallet, so I bet some of those.
Oh, hell yeah. Strip club. You know who's here, though? Larry's here.
Who?
Security
Larry.
guard Larry.
Oh, yeah.
The Fessenden. He's here.
Is that?
Love
Oh.
Larry. Yeah, dog.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be there. He works until dawn, then he gets off.
That's good.
Yeah. Then he's got to go. No, I couldn't think of a Wendigo pun. Man likes Wendigo.
He's got to
so,
know
you
when to go and when
He's
to
got to
stay.
know when to go. Thank you. Yeah. Thank
It's
you,
when you
thank
start doing
thank
the
you.
dance.
Yeah.
You grab
So
your crotch
Larry
and you
gets,
Larry
gobbles bacon off the set there.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
And now Maxine starts leaving again because she's safe, and she runs in the director. And the director's like, you know what? I'm going to give you the weekend to have fun and kill all these interrupters. Okay, you need to stay focused.
No problem.
And she's like, I intend to. And I'm like, I'm dying. Now she's putting on some battle armor. Some like nice
Yes,
little
Kenny.
outfit. The great
I'm looking
eye
at this. I'm
paint.
going, yeah, this is tribal warfare, baby.
Yeah.
Ha!
Then we're at a
Ha!
club and we're all dancing. I'm like, show us bacon dance, you cowards. They don't. And then,
When would Kevin
Everyone
Bacon
has
ever
guns.
dance? I don't think he's ever danced in anything.
oh, he can dance if he wants to.
One time he's did, and his foot became very loose. It almost fell off.
Well,
And
then he
his
probably
tongue
shouldn't
was a
do
little
it.
wobbly. Fair. He's Bacon chaser in the bathroom. We got these gross ass toilets, all of them. He's sitting there like, I know how criminals think. I was once one myself. And then he gets over there like, oh, she went out the window. Like, you don't know shit. Goes out there, the lights are all on. He can't see. It's like, time to pay for your sins. And it's like, well, hell yeah, she's got the team together, okay? And now, dude gets hit in the head. He's got another concussion. Wakes
Because
up.
he hits the ground so hard he bounces.
Yeah. Wakes up in the car, and it's like, you do got the devil in you. And then he's under a car crusher, and he's like, this ain't fair. And, her lawyer's there, and her other buddy is there. And it's starting to crush the car. And he's like, I'll tell you whatever, man. I can be bought. I was like, dude, what do you mean be bought? Like, we would just have to stop and you'd tell us everything. They don't even try to ask him a question. They're
That's
like,
the thing,
no.
Kenny. That's how I thought this was going to play. They're going to be like, let it go, until he starts spitting out actual information.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like, no,
You're done.
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And they're just all standing watching. They got the two dogies there. And, all that bacon grease comes pouring out. They crush them down. And then Giancarlo's like, get lost. We'll clean up the mess. And then they let the puppies go lick up all the body juice. And I'm like, that can't be good for the puppies. First off, they're going to have a taste for it now.
They probably had a taste for it before. You think this is the first time
probably.
they've done this? No,
Probably
sir.
not, but you know what? Then she goes home and she showers and stuff, takes the war paint off. I'm like, put it back on, okay?
You might need it.
Now we go back and she's looking at the note about the party in the hills. She's getting flashbacks like everyone said, oh, I'm going to this thing in the hills. Oh, I'm meeting a producer in the hills, blah, blah, blah. And all those people are dying. So now she's putting two and two together. And then she cuts back to the female cop basically saying like, you could be helping us save the next girl's life. And now she's like, I am going to go save the next girl's life. I'm like, she's motherfucking Batman at this point. All right. Now she gets to ride this weird, sick, like trolley thing up the hill. Like, oh man, I never get to ride those.
You ain't
things.
never
I'm so
heard of
jealous.
just making stairs, y'all?
Yeah, I was like, well, let's go see Dad. Okay, we're gonna go see Dad now. Mega
Dad.
church preacher Dad.
Hi, Daddy.
We're gonna go see him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, face tan, no tan neck.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I love it. I loved
yeah,
it.
well-
I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely what would happen because that's getting sprayed. Every shower, we just.
Spray her down. Well, you know what? She's gonna be rude. Okay, he's gonna be like, look, man, I'm trying to do all this for you. I'm gonna get you back, baby girl. It's gonna be great. She throws his briefcase full of body parts down the stairs.
That's rude.
That's rude.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
That's not
That
coming
is
out of
rude.
that carpet.
It's
very
not.
disrespectful. What happened
Yeah,
to the rest
well-
of the body? Because it was like
It's
a
in
leg,
another briefcase.
an arm, Ahead.
I'm like, you should have shot his ass before you put a plastic bag over your face, Dad. Like, you just
That
shoot
would have
your
been
dad.
that
Good.
would have been the play, yeah.
Yeah. Why did we never tear the bag in these situations? Like, you put your fingers in your mouth. Instead of trying to grab their arms, you just tear the bag. Like, okay, now what are you doing?
Now what?
The bag's got a hole in
Now
it.
what?
Now what? You got another bag? I could do this all day.
What kind
Maybe
of bags
so we could avoid dialogue like that.
do you have to? Is there like an industrial bag made for this? Because
Yeah,
at work
it's
I
a,
deal with a lot of bags, and those bitches be ripping all the time.
No.
Go over to
laundromat
Home
bags.
Depot or Lowe's and be like, what kind of bags you got that could suffocate a person and they can't put their fingers through? Like, it's going to be a thick, like a tarp almost, maybe? Like, you got any of those? You got any zip ties? Like, just ask them, where do I find all these things?
Yeah.
What chemical do you have here that'll dissolve a body?
Where you
And then
where
you
you
know what
going?
you do? After they show you all this stuff and put it all in the cart for you and help you out and they're getting real suspicious, you just leave the cart, buy a Snickers, and leave.
Well, that's
say,
rude.
"Sorry, I
They
need
gotta
a
put
moment."
all that back.
Yeah, but
What do you-
yeah, at
they
that
have
point you
nothing
realize
else
this
to
probably
do.
looks suspicious.
What do you mean they have nothing else to do? So then let them
Right,
not
that's
do
the-
anything, so they can just
Yeah,
sit
that's the
there and
point
get
of work.
paid.
You want to do nothing.
Actually, I don't believe in work.
Whoa!
No, you
Hey, wait, can't wait till we watch the remake of that.
Not
I
happening.
can.
No, I'm gonna put it on
I
the
can wait.
schedule.
You
I can wait.
piece.
Now,
of-
all right.
Ugh.
It's
Cops,
fine,
they're gonna
Ryan.
have
I'm
to
just gonna
save the
talk
day.
about *Halt and Catch Fire* throughout the whole thing.
I don't know
whole
what that
time.
means.
It's a show, Ryan. It's a show.
I don't care.
You should.
Okay.
should.
I'll sell it
Good.
to you when we do it.
So, okay, MaXXXine wakes up tied to a pole. We're going to do an exorcism. We got a dramatic look up at the camera because Daddy's, we're recording this exorcism. His whole cult's there. But he's talking about Hollywood like it's a cult, even though he's literally in a cult. There's some divine intervention. I never get any of that. I say hell yeah at some point.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes.
Oh, at one point he's talking about like the cops show up. We got a little shotgun out there. We shoot that guy with the little shotgun, and then the priest is like, "Do not respect them. Where were they when bad stuff happened to you? Only the Lord watches over you." And I'm like, "Excuse me, Mr. Preacher Man.
Mm-hmm.
If the Lord was watching over me and bad stuff happened to me,
Right.
where was he?"
Oh, he's watching.
He's
He likes to
watching.
watch.
Well, so were
He's a
they.
pervert.
He wants to see how
You know
committed
what?
you are now.
Now we're gonna have a shootout. MaXXXine's gonna get grabbed by the freaking sneaky water priest after she uses the knife from earlier on the ball stomped guy to cut her ropes, and she has to sneaky knife the sneaky water priest in the nose, and she gets out of there. The cops, they're great shots. They're shooting everyone. It's great. I wait for Beverly Hills Cop to show up and get the shootout with him. Like you see Eddie Murphy over there, and he's like, I'm with you.
Oh, I'm at
You
the
got
wrong
nuts.
house.
Not
Oh,
one
shit.
banana in any tailpipes. Not
well,
one.
there was in some of those movies that
None.
she was in.
I've never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
You should.
You should.
Number 1 and 2.
And 3.
And 4.
Don't know.
I haven't
we can
watched
talk
4
about.
yet. It's on my to-do list.
Number 3. No.
Nope. Number 3's fun. It gets a lot of hate. So the cops out there, they're shooting. They go take off. She's like, okay, wait here. There's going to be backup. And I'm like, MaXXXine's backup. What do you mean? And she's like, I'm the backup. Picks up the little truck. I was like, see? And so now we're going to go further up into the hills because Daddy got away. And I'm like, Daddy's in the find out stage now of the fuck around and find out. We're getting up there, but I'm like, oh man, cop down. Guy cop got shot in the gut. She's like, here, look, you hold this. Keep pressure on it. I'm going to go after this. I'm going to go take them down. Backup will be- It touches the Hollywood side. I've been here 30 years, never been here. It's like everyone in Hollywood wants to be an actor at some point. Okay, it's fine. Now, Lady Cop comes back out the sign there, and she's got a cross stuck in her eye. I'm like, that's not good.
She's like, I got him. And then she
Yeah, I
trips and
got him.
falls down.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you did a little fall there, all the way down the Hollywood Hill.
I don't think they're
And-
going to
oh.
find her. I think she's gone.
Yeah, but I'm like, did she really get him like she said? Probably not. And then we go over there, and she did. She did get him. And he's like, it was all for you, MaXXXine, Damien.
Max Damien.
Yeah. And then the cops are above her in a helicopter, like, oh, you're surrounded, MaXXXine. You need to get away. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, she didn't even do it, dog. All right, she's a star. Okay, why are you trying to tell her? And then, like, you know what? Let's start flashing. Her dad did get her everything she wanted, all right? You never give up. She's still using Daddy's phrase. She's got her divine intervention. All her dreams are going to come true now. We cut back. We finally do see that she does blast him in the face with the shotgun. It's beautiful. They left that unclear for a little bit there. I'm like, she better have fucking shot him. Now, she's doing coke with $100 bill instead of a $5 bill. You notice that? Because she's successful now. She's a fucking movie star. All right? Now, let's make this fucking movie. We're going to have a moment of silence for Molly, who only died because we hired MaXXXine.
Well, no, that's not true.
I'm not saying it's MaXXXine's fault. But we did hire
Well-
MaXXXine that led to that lady dying.
No. She would have died
That lady
regardless.
would not have died.
She would have died.
No, she wouldn't have. He's not just going out and killing random people. He's killing people that have any brush up with MaXXXine.
How does he know that she has anything to do with MaXXXine?
Because he's following her all the time, dog.
Onto the set of a movie? Onto a closed set of a movie?
Bacon just walked on there, apparently.
That's Kevin Bacon. He's an actor.
You don't think her dad's an actor?
Huh?
I guess my argument falls apart. You got me there.
Yeah, what's his name?
His name's not
Simon
Kevin
Press.
Bacon.
He's in things that aren't X and MaXXXine. I'll find one thing you know.
I don't care. No one cares.
Hercules, The Legendary Journeys.
I don't like Hercules. Kevin Sorbo sucks.
Okay, Xena, Warrior Princess.
All right, now
you know
you-
someone's going to be in both of
Okay,
them.
now you're talking. Now we can have a conversation.
Yeah, he was Nemos one episode.
Poof, what an episode it was, probably.
Well, it was a great one. Okay, so look, now we're going to have this long, awkward silence from Molly, and nobody knows when to end it. The director's like trying to tell this guy, like, hey, man, end it. I don't want to be the one who ends it. I want to be like, hey, I would have kept, I would have stayed silent for 10 more fucking
I
minutes.
stayed
dog.
silent
You know
the whole
what-
day.
Yeah, but Jerry over here, he wanted to do it. Now she's over there walking. She's got those great like shoulder pads in the suit, long, like extra broad shoulders. Love it. Now she's over there telling MaXXXine like, hey, Molly, she wasn't a star. She was, great in this horror movie, but she was never gonna leave this franchise. All right. I'm like, that's kind of a shitty thing to say right then and there. You didn't even have to say it. And then
Yeah, she's dead. Damn.
we go on. We have our visions, of all successful grandeur. Our talk show. We sell the MaXXXine story. We do a red carpet event. Like it's all gonna be great.
Well, none of that's
They
real.
start playing, but it might be. You don't know. And we start playing Betty Davis Eyes, and it's still not going to be the movie I think of when I hear that song. I'm sorry.
No,
it's not.
it's
It's a
not.
great movie. It is not used in an effective manner,
Not-
like it wasn't that movie.
Did I put that on the list? I don't think I did, but
of course,
but I should.
You should.
I should.
Yeah.
Ryan
And
doesn't.
my
Ryan
final thoughts
doesn't
there
know.
were my thoughts at the time of the ending of the movie was this was a less uncomfortable ending than Pearl because they focus on the little severed head thing of her, like the fake severed head, and it's not her just like smiling at the camera nonstop. Like,
Right.
way less uncomfortable. And then I said this movie is more straightforward, less of a thinker. It's more fun, and I honestly don't know how I'm gonna rank them at that particular moment in time, and I still don't.
I will say so. For the ending of this, it's a long ass pull out. Like we
Pull out
from
to the
set.
stars because she's become
Yes.
a star,
But then Daniel, eventually the stars go out.
and that's what happens.
Yeah.
And then there's like a staticky TV at the end of all the credits.
So yeah, your ending thoughts on that, Kenny, sound a lot like my beginning thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page, kind of, sort of, other than the fact that it is most definitely a horror film.
X.
Ah.
And I still think my
MaXXXine,
idea of where,
Pearl.
I mean, I can't argue with that. I liked all three movies.
Well, they're all three very good.
They're all three very good. I was talking to someone on Bluesky last night, basically saying like it's like ranking Alien and Aliens. Like I can see an argument for either one. I'm not
It's
gonna be
kind of
upset
whatever
with-
you're in the mood for.
right. They're all tonally different.
Pearl.
Like, some of
X
them are more
MaXXXine.
I think Pearl is the least easily digestible of the three.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I
I
have to be in
tried
a
to.
Pearl
I
mood.
tried to eat my Blu-ray. Did not go well.
Did it cut you up on the inside?
It did.
Just how
None of them
difficult
were
it
on
was.
UMDs, so
This cuts me up. Cuts me up on the inside.
I would say X MaXXXine Pearl.
I said that. I don't even know if I believe it.
Isn't that what you just
I
said?
think-
Oh, that's what Daniel.
That's what Daniel
just
said. I think she shows off like
She
the range of her
shows, she
performance.
shows.
She
In
like,
Pearl.
Mia Goth Pearl
Yeah.
is the best acting she has to do in the trilogy.
Yeah. Well,
X
she
is
plays
just-
two characters in X,
Pretty good.
Yeah, but
and I didn't even know it was her at the time.
I didn't know it either.
it's a good movie though. Good time.
Are
I
you
still
are you
like my
comfortable
idea
with this
if-
conclusion?
I can live with this being the end of the trilogy, but if he
I'd be
decides
fine
he
if there
is,
was more. I would love if there was more, but I'd love it if it's done too. He can do whatever.
I think it's got to be something similar to what I said though, for the idea of that she turns and starts killing to keep her stardom,
Yes,
like she
but it,
becomes the murderer.
but
I
it
think
has
that's
to
the
be.
angle.
It must be in space.
I was gonna say the 90s, but
Space 90s.
we need to have another era that he can clearly.
What if we jump
perfectly
forward even
represent.
further past the 90s? We jump into the 2020s now. We got old Mia Goth again. And
And she
there's
just looks like
a
Pearl
She
again.
just looks like a Pearl, and these younger starlets are trying to steal her power. So she boils them up in a cauldron and makes a little potion.
So you just
And she
turn her into
marries
Betty
Howard.
Davis.
Did Betty Davis do that?
Yeah. I
course
can't
she
remember
did.
which one was worse, Betty Davis or Joan Crawford. This is why we might have to watch
I don't
Whatever
know
Happened to Baby Jane.
who either of those people are.
Daniel.
Except I know that one of them has eyes. I know that much.
Or she
Until
did it
you're
at
known
some
in my
point.
profession as a monster, you're not a star.
That's Betty Davis.
It's also incorrect.
What, in the 1930s?
Well, no, what I read
quote-
was actually
the quote.
correct. What they wrote was incorrect.
yeah, is incorrect. I read the IMDb tribute. Okay, guys.
What is the real quote?
I don't fuck
Fuck
What
those
I
other
just said.
bitches.
It's what
fuck
I
those
just
other
said.
bitches. Yeah.
Only she did. No, she dropped hard C's. Okay.
Cookies.
Crumbs?
God damn.
What is that?
Pineapple.
I don't
What
want
is
that.
Is that Boromi? This is Boromi.
That's not a thing.
It's boring me too.
Yeah, it's boring me.
Bodo, bodo.
You know what?
She wants to sing a song. Hold on. Bodo, 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 me.
Well,
Well,
As always,
as always, I've been your horrible host, Kenny, saying, "Get off my nuts!"
Oh, I don't know. What's a funny thing to say?
something about a duck pond.
I'm
I'm Daniel, one of your homos in a duck pond.
and I gotta leave now to go frolic in a duck pond. Is that funny?
That's very funny.
I could do better.
anything involving a duck pond is funny.
Can you do better? I'll give you another shot. Go for it.
What if I said it in like a funny voice? I'm
No, that would make a
I
difference.
gotta go frolic in a duck pond. What if I did that?
It's actually less effective. That's less effective.
Okay, what if I went deeper?
Taking a piss on duck ponds.
I'm Daniel. I gotta, because it's like a hard guy. He's hard, right?
I like him hard.
He's hard,
So
and then he's like,
hard.
I'm Daniel, and I gotta go frolic in a goddamn duck pond. What if I did that?
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
I want to hear about Ryan now. Yeah,
We're gonna.
I'm
we're actually
Ryan,
go- We're going
and
actually
I-
going in a different direction.
Oh, okay. I'm Daniel, and I'm Ryan.
That's
Perfect.
better. I'm Ryan, and I got my fingers full of Boromi.
Oh yeah, and season 3, you should do that thing where you like and subscribe and follow us and stuff.
Why?
You know, tell your friends still, because look, we're still here. God damn it, you haven't scared us off yet. Come with me, little children.
That's not lip balm. What are you doing?
Boromi can be lip balm. It can.
It can be lip balm.
It's
He's
just
got
cold.
the little lipstick of the
He's
bat,
just
and he's.
smearing it all over his face like a fat kid with chocolate.
Would you fuck me?
What?
I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
Boromi,
Boromi.